Hi, in this video we're going to focus on why you should add education to your LinkedIn profile. Now, you might want to ask yourself, why would you want to add education to your LinkedIn profile? What exactly should you add? And the main reason you want to add education to your LinkedIn profile is to make sure that whoever is looking at your profile get an understanding of who you are, so it's easier for them to build trust. And the way you do that is by adding everything that you've done in the past in terms of your education, not only your formal education, but also any additional courses or certifications that you have received. So what we will do now is we'll get into a couple of examples to showcase you how that can be done. The first example we're going to have a look at is Tracy Jones, who is a speaker, author, publisher, and veteran. And what she has done here is very simple. She has added her association with the Lancaster Bible College, where you see that she's a doctor of philosophy. You also see a breakdown of her involvement with the United States Air Force Academy, where she received a BS in English. You see also that she has received an MBA from University of Phoenix, and she's also been involved with the New Mexico Military Institute. So if you want to lay it out very simply, this is an example of how you can do that. Here we have an example of how Lynn Klippel has done it. You see here that she has added all the various things that she has been involved with, all the short courses, all the things that she might have attended. She's added that as part of her education. And in addition to that, you also see her formal education from Texas Women's University in occupational therapy, as well as her involvement with Concordia University of Nebraska. Now here, if we're going to be overly critical, it would have been nice if the education here had been associated with a relevant company page, as you see here, but at times you're not able to find that, so you go with whatever is the best you have available. Here we have the profile of Joe Rojas, and if we try to see his educational section, we see here that he has what we can call a background with landmark, ontology, existentialism. He has been involved with the POW Team International, as well as United States Army Single Corps. Now here we might want to look for additional company pages for these two. However, beyond that, the fact that he has included his entire background is good, and you can also scroll down to learn more about what is done for the VistaShare Academy. If we scroll down here to the licenses and certification section, you see here that he has a license as a certified map coach and course instructor. He has a certificate of marriage officiant, as well as certification of completion in mission control. And you also see that he has additional certification. He has a platinum speaker, train the trainer, and workshop in business opportunities. To top that off, you also see his volunteer experience. Now this is where we can try to go a little bit wider when it comes to our education, because when people are trying to get an understanding of someone's educational background, they also want to know a little bit about what it is that they care about. And here you're able to see a little bit more about what it is that he is involved in. So from just looking at this and seeing the breadth and scope of what he is involved in, you're able to get an immediate understanding that this is someone who has a solid footprint in what it is that he does. So if you see the keywords here, author, visionary, business advisor, and tech evangelist, it now makes a little bit more sense. In summary, it is important to make sure that your education section is filled out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I would suggest that you first start with your formal education and make sure that that's laid out correctly, and then try to look at any additional courses, any additional certifications that you might have taken, Also, don't neglect your volunteer experience, because that can allow whoever is looking at your profile to get a deeper understanding of what really matters to you, about which courses, which passions you might have that which might be related to what you do professional, but are maybe something that you are doing a little bit on the side to your professional career. I hope you found that useful. I'll get back to you with more videos on how you can grow your business.